When Lena Hartley got fired, it wasn't in an office. It was in the middle of the 9 a.m. strategy meeting at Bright Edge Communications. Her supervisor, Charles Denning, didn't bother lowering his voice. "We need your badge and laptop, now," he said flatly. "And clear your desk before lunch. You're a distraction." The room fell into an awkward stillness only broken by a few uncomfortable coughs and someone whispering, "She didn't even approve the ad budget." Everyone knew the campaign failure wasn't Lena's fault. It had been altered, rushed, and launched without her input after Charles revised her pitch. As Lena gathered her things with trembling hands, the building's aging custodian, Mr. Alvarez, walked past. Without a word, he reached into his worn-out jacket and handed her a small, tarnished silver key. Just 3 words. "You'll know when." She didn't know what he meant, until that afternoon. The key opened a door hidden behind the old server racks on the 11th floor, abandoned when the company restructured. Inside was a dusty room filled with forgotten project boards, prototypes, outdated tech, and Lena's early mock-ups. Her original idea. Her notes. Her designs. Even a backup USB drive labeled "Ascend, Original." She stared at the sketches on the whiteboard. It was all there, everything Charles had stolen and mangled. He hadn't just fired her. He'd buried her brilliance and taken credit for the ruins. 6 months later. "Ms. Hartley, the board is ready for you." Lena adjusted her slate blue blazer and walked into the conference room of Stratus Collective, a rising star in digital strategy. Applause greeted her as the screen behind her displayed the name of her new company. Ether and Rise Creative. It wasn't just a name. It was a rebirth. Lena had emptied her savings, maxed her credit cards, and slept on her best friend's couch while building her agency from scratch. But her refined version of the Ascend campaign went viral, attracting major clients who were fed up with Bright Edge's crumbling leadership. Soon, Lena wasn't just competing with her old company. She was crushing them. And then, quietly, she bought their biggest rival. Then, even more quietly, she bought Bright Edge itself. On a rainy Tuesday, she stepped into the corner office that used to belong to Charles. "Lena?" he asked, puzzled. "No," she replied with a calm smile. "Ms. Hartley. CEO. You're being let go, effective immediately." His smirk faded as she handed him the termination letter and motioned to security waiting outside the door. "If you'd like to pack later, that's fine," she said as she turned. "We need your desk cleared by noon." Her heels echoed down the hallway like punctuation marks to a sentence he'd never imagined. That night, Lena returned to the forgotten room on the 11th floor. Mr. Alvarez was there, still pushing his mop, still humming. She held up the key. "I kept it." He nodded. "I knew you would. Some people carry light with them, even when everything's dark." She hugged him. "Why did you help me? You're the only one who ever looked me in the eye when you said good morning." Lena Hartley didn't just bounce back. She burned the blueprint they used to keep her small. And built an empire with the ashes.